In the top stories, judge hears arguments to strike out election petitions in Nevis. Antigua and Barbuda's financial services regulatory body commended for due diligence, and angry residents in Ohio demand answers over toxic fallout. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday newscast. Today is Thursday, the 16th of February 2023. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, High Court Judge Justice Patrick Thompson Jr. will be announcing his decision in less than 2 weeks after hearing arguments to strike out election petitions in Nevis on Wednesday. Two sitting ministers in the Nevis Island administration, Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley and the Honourable Spencer Brand of the Concerned Citizens Movement Party, are named among respondents in election petitions filed by J.D. Keynes and Dr. Patricia Bartlett of the opposition Nevis Reformation Party, unsuccessful candidates in the December 12, 2022 Nevis Island Assembly elections. The NRP candidates filed the petitions in January, challenging the results in Nevis 1, St. Paul, where Minister Brand defeated Ms. Keynes by 27 votes, and in Nevis 2, St. John, where Premier Brantley defeated Dr. Bartlett by 147 votes. Also named in the petitions are the Electoral Commission, Supervisor of Elections, Registration Officers, Returning Officers, and the Attorney General of St. Kitts and Nevis. Ministers Brantley and Brand applied to have the petitions struck out as null and void. One of their positions was that they were filed after the 21-day requirement for filing of an election petition as prescribed in the National Assembly Elections Act of St. Kitts and Nevis. During the hearing, counsel for the petitioners and respondents gave evidence in support of their claims, outlining their interpretation of the calculation of the 21-day margin. At the end of the proceedings, Justice Thompson Jr. informed that he will announce his decision on the 27th of February, which will include a determination of the awarding of costs. Meanwhile, back in St. Kitts, the traffic lights at the Bird Rock Bay Road Junction will be commissioned shortly. That's according to Chief Engineer at the Public Works Department, Livingston Pemberton, during his appearance on ZIZ's radio program On the Road on Wednesday.
Finally, the junction of Bird Rock and Bay Road, that intersection, the traffic signal, that will be commissioned shortly.
Okay.
We have the contractor on the ground. They are doing some civil works at the moment, which should be completed within a week. And thereafter, that traffic signal should be commissioned.
He also outlined some of the changes that will be implemented, including sensors being installed on the road.
The lanes will be clearly marked. The signals would have the appropriate arrows to indicate to you which direction you should be going. There will be sensors in the road, and the purpose of the sensors is to let the control system know that somebody is there and they're desirous of getting out. And so once you're on the sensor, a message would be sent and would be say, okay, GQ wants to go to Bird Rock, so GQ would have his own time to cross, or it might say somebody's at the pedestrian crossing and they want to pass, so all of the traffic in that area will come to a halt, and the persons will be allowed when the silhouette man shows up.
Mr. Pemberton added that the delay was due to some issues in that area. However, they have now found a solution and are ready to implement it in the coming weeks. A citizen is calling on health authorities, specifically Prime Minister the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, who is also the Minister of Health, to make positive changes at the JNF General Hospital. In a Facebook post on Tuesday, Keisha Isaac Adams detailed one of her experiences at the hospital. She has been giving accounts of her diagnosis and the care she has been given in recent times.
Appealing to them and now appealing to you to do something about the state of our hospital.
According to her, she was later diagnosed with having kidney stones after 3 visits to the hospital from having excruciating back pain, quote unquote, and numbness in one of her legs. She then had to visit a urologist, a vascular surgeon, and return to her doctor, who diagnosed her with a possible exposed nerve. Mrs. Isaac Adams has lupus and other ailments and has suffered miscarriages. She said that after she had 2 miscarriages at the hospital, she opted to have her 3rd delivery, which ended in another miscarriage, at home instead of going to the hospital. She described it as a painful experience. Mrs. Isaac has appealed to the present government to attend to the delivery of care at the hospital, and as she doesn't wish for other women to have her experiences.
We got to do better. We have to do better. Otherwise, shut it down. Shut it down, because it makes no sense. If you're going up there and not getting proper treatment, it doesn't make any sense. Please, please, I beg you, do better. Do better than them that started. Labour started it. Labour started. You're in a position now to finish. Fix it. Fix it. And this is not about politics, because I don't care about I and I politics. I care about the country running properly. And obviously, our health facilities, our healthcare services, our health ministry, that's it. It's not anyway.
ZIZ News reached out to Dr. Jensen Morton, Director of Health Institutions, who said that he was sorry for the ordeal she endured. He said an investigation will take place with the aim to improve pain management protocols in the Ministry of Health, improve customer service, and to listen to the general public to improve the overall product of health in